Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to another Mindful Monday as we start off another week, and hopefully, we do it on the right foot. So, this week, I wanted to talk to you guys about our diet culture and how I'm going to blend that into our Mindful Monday practice. So, those of you who have followed me for a while or listened to Nourish My Soul's philosophy or taken any courses with us or done any nutritional counseling with me know that I am not a big fan of diets. Actually, I detest them. so, I'm going to introduce you to a new practice as we enter into the warmer months. I know a lot of you are kind of feeling stressed about wearing less clothing, like wearing a bathing suit, for instance, and even just shorts and a t-shirt. That creates a lot of anxiety, especially for women. And I want to help walk you through that and into a practice called intuitive eating. And this is not something that's going to be done overnight. This actually takes years to perfect and to wrap your brain around because of societal conditioning to our current diet culture, which is extremely harmful on so many levels. But instead of focusing on the negative and how diet culture is harming us, I wanted to focus on this shift into intuitive eating and how I can introduce that to you on this Mindful Monday. And at its core, intuitive eating is being in touch with your body. So diet culture creates a disconnect between you and your body. It shames you and it makes you believe that all you need is to gain more control over yourself and your body and your behaviors. When in essence, what you actually need to do is to embrace your body, to become in tune with your body and its needs and what it's telling you. And that's where intuitive eating comes in. So basically, you need to ditch that diet mentality and check yourself, right? Whenever those thoughts creep up, remind yourself that that is societal conditioning, okay? There is no shame in fueling your body. There is no shame in desiring something tasty once in a while. There is no necessarily good or bad foods or forbidden foods. There's we like to label things, and that ends up creating this shameful cycle and this continued disconnect between ourselves and our body. We need to also learn to honor our hunger and where that hunger comes from. If you are hungry for food, you need to feed yourself. You wouldn't deprive your infant child from food when they are hungry. But we also need to relearn what our cues are from our body. And again, that's becoming in touch with our body. So knowing what we are hungry for. This is really important. And this is that, essence of being in tune with ourselves. Are you hungry for food, or is there something else that you are hungering? So maybe it is companionship that you are hungry for. Maybe it is activity that you're hungry for. Maybe it's challenges. Maybe your brain is feeling flat. You need to take on a new challenge. Whatever the case may be, you need to tune into that and find out so that you can fuel and replenish in the area that your body is telling you it's needed. And that doesn't always come in the form of food. You also need to, again, establish that relationship with your body to get in tune with the cues it's sending you when you're feeling satisfied as well, so that we don't overstuff ourselves. A lot of times we continue to eat when we're no longer hungry. So being in tune with those signals that your body's sending you that, no, you're done. You're done. This feels good. We're satisfied. And we don't need any more right now. So I talked before about mindful eating. We did a mindful episode on mindful eating and using that hunger scale to check in. For those of you who have not listened to that, I recommend you go back and find our mindful eating episode, because that dovetails very nicely into intuitive eating. They really are one and the same. And developing a healthy respect for your body, loving your body as it is. It is keeping you alive, and it's doing a hell of a job, right? It's not perfect, but it's doing great magical things every single day if you stop and take it in and appreciate it and reconnect with your body and show it gratitude for all the things that it's doing, instead of hating it and shaming it and picking it apart and creating that hateful relationship with your body. And then movement. So this one is one that I struggle to find balance with. I do love the feeling of a challenging workout. But there's also times when we need gentle movement. And a lot of us, especially this time of year when, it's usually in January, and then again usually it's like in June, when people start to panic that beach season is here, they start abusing their body with these incredibly difficult workouts. And I'm not shaming you if you enjoy them, because I am one of those people that I do enjoy a challenging workout, but to feel like you have to do that in order to have an acceptable body or to earn your meals per se, that is an abusive relationship, and it is not one that you should have with your own body that you live with every day. You can tend to torture your body and then also deprive it of the fuel that it needs in order to keep something like that up. So again, it's having that connection, when knowing intuitively when your body needs to exert extra energy, when you have a lot of maybe pent up energy that you need to release and you want to do a difficult workout and challenge your body. There's nothing wrong with that. And then there's the times when you need to just be loving with yourself and gentle with yourself, and that's okay. And those types of movements are great too. Going for a walk is good on so many levels, and you don't need to be doing these hardcore, difficult workouts. And then honoring, as you reconnect with your body, part of that is learning to honor yourself, not only through that exercise piece, but through nutritious foods. And if we are constantly shaming our bodies and depriving our bodies and disconnecting from our bodies, it is really difficult to build that relationship and that desire to nourish our bodies properly. And I think that's where a lot of people get hung up, and they start this vicious cycle where they are eating more like highly processed foods that are not nourishing their bodies. They may be filling another need, but because they're not in tune with their body and what you actually need, we are filling ourselves with foods that are not supplying us with those nutrients. So it is building that relationship. So I want you to today take a moment and reflect on your relationship with your body and those messages that you're hearing in your head about your relationship with food and exercise. And let's start to reshape that. I'm considering opening up a class on intuitive eating. If that's something that interests you, please let me know in the comments, because I think it's something that a lot of us could really benefit from in reestablishing that relationship with ourselves. And from there, you will find that you can accomplish those goals that you have fought for and struggled with your body for so long. So I wish you all well this week, and have a week that is connected and joyful and mindful.